Hi, this is Craig Garber from KingofCopy.com. I'm the author of How to Make Maximum Money with Minimum Customers. And on this week's Ask Me Baby, we've got some good questions to go over. Okay, so first off, if you want to send any questions in, go to KingofCopy.com/Ask Me Baby. Just like it sounds, Ask Me Baby. AskMeBaby. So, today's question comes from Marco. I'm pretty sure I know who this guy is. I think we actually spoke on the phone. I believe he had a consulting call with me. It says, what specific things do I need to start an online business growth coaching program? I've been studying marketing and direct response for a while. I bought your products. I'm on your newsletter subscription. And unfortunately, when I got up enough money to join your coaching program, your coaching program went from $300 a month to $1,400 a month. Okay, so a couple of things. First of all, what he's talking about, my coaching programs. I had a Mavericks coaching program at $300 a month. I just discontinued the program, and he's referring to my mastermind program that I have. That's $1,497 a month. That program is still in existence, and it's a lot more than coaching. It's fairly involved. If you want information on that, go to kingofcopy.com/mastermind. Okay, so a few things here. First of all, he wants to start an online business growth coaching program, and I get the sense that it says he's been studying marketing and direct response for a while. I know he's a newsletter subscriber. I know he has a number of my products. Studying something for a while and then suddenly teaching it are two different things, and there's a few musts that you need to have whenever you're doing any kind of coaching program. So my first advice would be, if you've just been studying something for a while and you're not 100% confident on it, don't have the coaching program in that topic. Pick another niche that you are confident in and study it, because one of the things about coaching is, in a leadership role, you're almost like a doctor, and if you've ever visited a doctor, the guys who have an aura of confidence about them, that comes across to you, and it makes you feel a lot safer and a lot more secure. And it's the same thing in the consulting business. If you're going to do something and sort of be, I don't know, half-assed about it, or you just don't have your footing, that's going to come across, and people are going to feel jittery. As it is, people, when you're coaching marketing, people are reluctant sometimes to listen to suggestions and to move forward. If on top of that, you're not 100% confident what you're doing, and you have some weaknesses that might be showing, you're really setting up a difficult situation, both for you, but really more importantly in this case for your clients. It's going to impede their progress. You don't want to do that. So that's one thing to definitely keep in mind. But let's say he's totally on board and he's really confident and he's got a couple of things he does particularly well. So here are the things he would need. First of all, you need to have a sales funnel, meaning it is unlikely someone is going to never have bought anything from you, with one exception that I'll talk about later. But it's unlikely someone's ever going to have bought nothing from you and yet all of a sudden come into a coaching program. And the reason is, coaching and consulting is the peak of, put it this way, when people come to a consulting program, they are putting themselves out there that they're ready to do something. Most people, or many people, will do something, but a large percentage will not do anything. So for someone to want to go into a coaching program in the first place, they're laying it on the table that, hey, I'm ready to do stuff. And the thing is, when they don't do stuff, then you got that's also laid out on the table as well. So all their own glaring weaknesses. So the thing about coaching and consulting is, they've got to be really comfortable, because they're making themselves vulnerable to an extent with you. Hey, I'm willing to lay this out on the table, lay my cards on the table, and come hell or high water, I'm going to do something. Well, in order for someone to get to that point with you where they feel comfortable, they have to purchase something from you prior to that. They have to have some sort of, in their mind, a perceived relationship. If they don't have that perceived relationship, it's unlikely, I'd say impossible, that they're going to want to hire you to do coaching. Okay? So that perceived relationship typically comes from, a book, a series of newsletters. Is it likely to come from a series of emails? Yes, but not at a high level financially. Okay, and that series of emails has got to be consistent and ongoing for a long time, like mine. But he's just starting; he doesn't have that advantage. So you need a sales funnel. Second thing you need is, you need to have products in that sales funnel that are going to make you buy that first product. They're going to prompt curiosity and prompt demand for a subsequent product, as he's done here. He bought my I don't know where he came in. He probably came into the funnel with my book, and then he bought the newsletter, which is this month's issue of the newsletter. And I know he bought some of my other products as well, my marketing systems. So obviously, whatever he got out of each product prompted him and aroused enough curiosity and desire to say, I want more, I want more, I want more. So you got to have a sales funnel, but you got to have a sales funnel that's going to prompt additional purchases. So how do you do that? Well, you better deliver really good products, and I'm not just talking about publishing. Whatever you're buying, I bought an iPhone. Well, then I wanted to buy I forgot the thing is here, the little iTunes thing. I have it when I use it at the gym, and then I bought this and that. Those products were good enough and delivered value and an experience that wanted me to have additional purchases from that company. So a sales funnel prompts additional purchases. Okay, you need to be talking about something that people want actual coaching on. As strange as that may sound, there are some topics people just aren't interested in, okay? And so a good indicator of this is whether or not there's already somebody out there in the marketplace doing this. Most people don't realize that. They think, oh, wow, no one's doing this. This is great. I'm going to be the first one. Chances are good no one's bringing out an iPhone. Your product isn't a Walkman. You're not revolutionizing the world here. Chances, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's like, music. They say all music's already been written already, and any new music comes out as just permutations and combinations of other stuff going on. It's other stuff that's already out there. It's the same in business. So if you see an existing marketplace that's got a ton of people in it already, hey, that's a good indication that I can go in there. I'm selling something people want. So sales funnel that prompts you to buy more products, selling something that people want coaching on, okay? The third or fourth thing is you need a differential or a USP, unique selling proposition. So you have to answer the question, and your buyers have to have some frame of reference. Why would I want to get this coaching/consulting from this guy? What makes him different than other people? So in my case, okay, people come to me because it's interesting. People are initially drawn to me for copy. Then through the relationship with me, they're educated to come to understand that it's the strategy first that dictates your success, and then great copy makes that strategy come alive. It breathes air into it, okay? So people come to me for strategic coaching and copywriting. Those are the two, niches that I'm known for. And then within that, there's generating leads and two-step lead generation and developing the relationship. But the big bulk of it is strategic and then the copy, okay? All within the mix of, and then, of course, making maximum money with minimum customers. In other words, knowing how to get as much out of each individual client, customer, whatever that you have. So those are my differentials, my USP. You've got to have one of your own in whatever niche you're in. And by the way, you don't have to be the only guy with that differential. Obviously, the more unique your differential is, the better off you are. But you have to have some identifying factor that people could say, here, I'm going to go work with him because of X. The other thing you need is a pool of buyers, okay? Again, you are going to have a hard time, Marco, just going out and pitching stuff to people that have never bought anything to you. Now, if you do not have a pool of buyers, there's one other way. And frankly, in this economy, it's not as available as it used to be 3-4 years ago, okay? And that is an endorsed relationship. So let's say you don't have a pool of buyers, but you are close friends or you have some sort of an established business relationship with someone else out there, and he or she has got a massive pool of buyers, okay? So you could approach that person, and they can do an endorsed mailing. When I say mailing, direct mail, email, whatever, launch, where they're saying you're building a campaign around what it is you're offering, and because of the endorsed mailing and the relationship this guy has, his endorsement of you is strong enough because his relationship with his list is strong enough that his customers may, I say may, be willing to buy onto you directly with a consulting program. But I'll tell you right now, in that particular situation, your program really needs to be tailored very congruently with whatever it is this person teaches, offers, their philosophy, whatever they're doing. It's got to be pretty closely matched, because if they're just going to come on board with an endorsed referral, they have to know it's almost an extension or an adjunct component that'll round them off to whatever they're getting from this person or extend their learning, okay? So you got to consider these things too. You can't sell, this guy's selling apples and, you're selling, green onions. It may not work, okay? And then lastly, and this is going to be tough, the best thing you have is testimonials. Okay, so you have to have proven success stories of others who have gone through or worked with you or had some exposure to you and claim results in whatever field you're teaching or whatever you're trying to do, that have attributed successful results. And when I say results, whatever your field you're in, if you're teaching people how to shoot guns, it's, you know, better accuracy, more trophy kills, whatever. If you're teaching marketing, obviously more leads, more sales. And then you got to be careful with the rules of testimonials nowadays as well. So consult your attorney. I'm not an attorney, nor do I play one on television. So point is, you need to get some testimonials. Now, if you haven't been coaching and consulting in that field, you're going to have a tough time. So what you might want to do is do some work for free for a few people, and I hate to advocate this, but or a very, very heavily discounted price, which is what I would prefer, because when you're working for free, people almost never will listen to your advice, and they'll argue with you actually tooth and nail because they're not paying for it. Okay, so do something at a discounted price for a few people, get them going, and just give them, you know, get speed is of the essence here. Get them going, because then they could say, hey, not only did I get results, I got fast results. Okay, and then you're up and running. So those are pretty much the things you need to do to get a coaching and consulting program going. And I know you said it's you want to get an online business growth coaching program. I assume you're trying to teach people how to make money online. And let me tell you, I mean, that marketplace, I don't need to tell you, is immensely saturated. So you are better off niching this to a certain demographic, you know, women, stay-at-home moms, people that are already working and want a second job and don't want to commit more than 5 hours a week and very little money, or, you know, no more than $1,000 a week, and you're teaching a specific skill set, or, you know, something that's a specific thing, as opposed to, oh, I'm teaching online marketing, because the competition for that is you know, enormous. And even worse, the marketing for that is just gross. I mean, it's just so bad. So on the one hand, you can say, well, I have good marketing, but you still got to find the good quality leads, because the other issue is, which is more important than anything, is a lot of these leads are recycled, and the source of your leads will often dictate your success more than anything else. You know, if you're just, you know, garbage in, garbage out is what I'm saying. So you got to be able to prospect in the right places, and that, my friend, is another lesson for another day, but that is a hard thing to do. Anyway, hope I answered your question. This is Craig Garver, author of How to Make Maximum Money with Minimum Customers. If you want to get the book, go to kingofcopy.com Max. It's guaranteed for your entire lifetime. If you're not happy, send it back. And if you put these strategies into place and you don't make any money, I will double your money back on it. I'm that confident about the effectiveness of the information in there. And if you want to send in some more questions, again, that I'll answer in future videos, go to kingofcopy.com, /ask me baby. Take care of yourself. Have a good one.